morning, everyone. Today's month end, and I just wanted to give you some tips and encourage you to start the process earlier. Remember, the earlier you start, the better the outcomes. So the first step on mastering everything is to make sure that we have the proper knowledge. If we have the proper knowledge, then we know how to act, how to go to the next step, which is to take action. And after that, what we need to do is to repeat. It's just a matter of being consistent. So what is the first step in our month-end process? Well, the first one is to have a good checklist. What I'm showing you on the screen is a master checklist we created here at BMS365, which you can access through the eBoard app. As you can see, we have to select the period, and from the master list, we just add the tasks that we think apply to our business. Each task comes with a description, a set of steps, and also you can assign who will do what and by when that task needs to be completed, which is very helpful because it gives you an idea of how long your month-end process will be, who will be needing assistance during the time we're closing the month, who is overloaded, who can jump in and help other team members. I can show you here, I can assign a task to a team member. So I can create my team, or I can just type it on the screen. That will link that name to the task, and that person can actually create its own checklist. So you can segregate the tasks by user. So I'm going to just show you with 3 names here, so you can have a sense of how this works, and show you also the dashboard. So once we created the checklist, we can click on the dashboard view, and the dashboard will reflect how many tasks each person has to complete and by when. And as I said, this will give you an idea of how busy everybody is. Now, we also talked about knowledge. What is the proper knowledge that we have to make sure our month end runs smoothly? Well, basically is to understand the basic fundamental concepts of visual. One main one is make sure that we don't have negative inventory on hand. So negative inventory creates a big impact in our costing system. And so we have to prevent that. And one of the apps that we use is the inventory app, the Audits module. The audit number 3 allows you to quickly check if there is negative inventory at the location level. So all you need to do at this point is export that list to Excel and send it to the warehouse people to have them review these parts and make the necessary adjustments and fixes. This second area of visual that we have to keep an eye on is anything related to $0 to costing, basically. But at this point, because we haven't really run any costing utilities, we need to monitor any costing layers that came in at $0, because those cost layers are going to be used by the system to cost layers that are consuming that inventory. So an audit that will help you here is audit number 11 and also audit number 10. The other area is the WIP areas. So work orders closed short. Those are jobs that we didn't complete all the units that were desired, but the work order has been manually closed. Visual hasn't closed the loop on that job. So what we need to do is it's very easy to fix them. We have to match the quantity desired to what has been received on that work order. Then Visual will automatically consider that work order closed. And if we haven't received anything, but we manually closed the job because it's no longer valid, then all we need to do is to cancel it. And the other WIP area or WIP audit is the dormant work order. So anything that is still released, but it's old, it hasn't moved for a while, it needs to basically get canceled because it's just WIP that is no longer WIP, it should be cost of goods sold at this point. So it's just a matter of changing the status of that work order to cancel. So that's all for today. It's the first day of our month-end process. I wish you a successful closing. And if you finish all these steps, or when you finish all these steps, just send me a message, and I'll send you my suggestion for the next steps on the process. Thank you so much. Have a great day.